Ever had that moment at the airport where everything should go smoothly and suddenly it doesn't? You're standing at the gate, confident, relaxed. Then out of nowhere, you're told your bag is too big. Your ID isn't valid, or worse, you owe an unexpected fee you never saw coming. No warning, no email, no announcement. Just surprise after surprise. Here's the truth. In 2026, air travel didn't just change. It changed quietly. Airlines and airports rolled out new rules behind the scenes, buried in fine print, hidden in policy updates, and completely invisible to most travelers. And if you don't know about them, you're the one paying the price. But today, that stops. In this video, you're going to discover the biggest hidden travel changes of 2026, the ones catching millions of people off guard, and how to avoid every single one of them like a pro. By the end of this, you'll not only avoid unnecessary fees, but you'll move through airports with a level of confidence most travelers simply don't have. If you want more travel tips like this, hit subscribe. 1. The end of free checked bags era. For years, one airline stood out from the rest. It built its entire identity around one simple promise: free checked bags. People booked flights without even comparing prices because they trusted that one benefit. But in 2026, that era is officially over. Southwest Airlines quietly eliminated its free checked bag policy. No big announcement, no press release, just a silent update. Now travelers are paying anywhere from $35 to $65 for their first checked bag. And here's where it really matters. Many people still book out of habit. They assume it's the cheaper option, but once you add baggage fees, it often isn't anymore. In some cases, what used to be the budget-friendly choice ends up costing more than premium competitors when everything is included. The smartest move now? Always calculate the total cost of your flight, including bags, before booking. That one small step could save you a surprising amount of money, especially if you travel frequently or with family. 2. Carry-on. Crackdown strict size enforcement. For years, carry-on rules were flexible. If your bag looked close enough, you'd probably get through. Not anymore. Airlines like American, Spirit, and Frontier are now strictly enforcing carry-on size limits. And we're not talking about a quick glance. Gate agents are physically placing bags into metal sizers. And if your bag doesn't fit perfectly, you're paying on the spot. Those fees? Anywhere from $25 to $75. And in some cases, there are even incentives for staff to flag oversized bags. That means enforcement isn't just stricter, it's motivated. More travelers are getting stopped right before boarding, which can slow down the entire process and add unnecessary stress to your trip. The takeaway is simple. Don't guess your bag size. Measure it at home. If it's even borderline, consider checking it early when fees are lower. 3. TSA facial recognition. Optional but unknown. You walk up to security. A camera scans your face. It feels automatic, like something you're required to do. But here's what most people don't realize. It's completely optional. The TSA has rolled out facial recognition systems, known as CAT2, across many airports. These systems match your face to your ID to speed up verification and reduce human error. But you can opt out every single time. No penalty, no extra screening, no hassle. All you have to do is say, "I'd like to opt out of facial recognition." That's it. They'll check your ID manually instead. The difference in time is minimal, often just a few extra seconds. 4. Real ID. Enforcement is now real. For years, Real ID felt like one of those rules that kept getting delayed. Not anymore. In 2026, Real ID enforcement is fully active. And if your driver's license isn't compliant, you could run into a costly surprise at the airport. There is a workaround. It's called the Confirm ID program, but it comes with a $45 fee per person, paid right at security. Check your ID right now. If it doesn't have that star marking, it's time to upgrade before your next trip. It's a one-time effort that saves you repeated stress and unexpected costs in the future. Drop your best travel tip in the comments to help other travelers. 5. Check-in deadlines just got tighter. If you're the type of traveler who cuts it close, this one matters. United Airlines has quietly increased its check-in cutoff time from 30 minutes to 45 minutes for domestic flights. That might not sound like much, but missing that window can result in losing your seat entirely. Even if you've already booked, even if you're already at the airport, the system doesn't care. And with airports getting busier each year, those extra 15 minutes can disappear quickly due to long lines or unexpected issues at security. The safest strategy now? Be checked in and at your gate at least 60 minutes before departure. 6. Baggage fees are creeping up everywhere. It's not just one airline. Delta, United, American, and Alaska have all quietly raised checked bag fees in recent months. Sometimes it's just $5 or $10, but those increases add up quickly. For a family traveling round trip with luggage, that could mean an extra $100 to $160 compared to what you paid not long ago. And the tricky part? These changes aren't widely announced. Prices just update. Many travelers only notice when it's too late, right after they've already booked. So never assume your last trip's cost still applies. Always check baggage fees when booking and consider taking a screenshot for reference. That way, if there's any discrepancy later, you have proof. 7. Lost baggage claims are harder now. Losing your luggage is already stressful, but in 2026, getting compensated for it just got more complicated. Airlines like Delta have tightened their lost baggage claim process. They now require more detailed proof: receipts, item values, purchase dates. And if you can't provide that, your claim might be reduced or denied entirely. Even legitimate claims can face delays if documentation isn't clear. There's a simple solution that takes less than a minute. Before your trip, open your suitcase and take a photo of everything inside. Then send it to yourself. That creates a time-stamped record you can use as evidence if anything goes wrong. You can even take multiple photos for higher value items. It's one of the easiest habits you can build. 8. The 311 liquid rule is still here. Despite what you may have seen online, the liquid rule hasn't disappeared. You're still limited to 3.4 ounces, 100 milliliters containers, all inside a clear bag. What has changed is the technology. Some airports now use advanced CT scanners that can see inside your bag in 3D. In those locations, you may not need to remove liquids or laptops, which makes the security process faster and more convenient. But here's the catch. Not every airport has them. In fact, many smaller or regional airports still rely on older systems. So unless you're absolutely sure your airport uses this technology, pack like the old rules still apply. 9. Europe travel, new biometric systems. If you're planning a trip to Europe, there are 2 major updates you need to know. First, the EES, Entry/Exit System. This system now records your photo and fingerprints every time you enter or leave the Schengen zone. That means no more quick passport stamps. Instead, you'll go through a biometric scan at automated gates, which may take slightly longer the first time you use it. Second, the upcoming ETIS authorization. Before traveling, you'll need to apply online, similar to the US ESTA. It's inexpensive, around €7, and quick to complete. But if you forget to do it, you won't even be allowed to board your flight. Airlines will check your status before departure. 10. New passenger protections and digital travel tools. Now, some good news. In the US, new regulations now require airlines to issue automatic refunds for significant delays or cancellations. No more long calls or chasing customer service. If you paid for extras like seat upgrades or Wi-Fi and didn't receive them, those should be refunded too. This is a major shift toward better passenger rights. At the same time, travel is becoming more digital. Biometric boarding gates, digital IDs, and apps like mobile passport control are speeding up the entire process, from check-in to customs. Many frequent travelers are already using these tools to skip lines and reduce waiting time. The future of travel is faster, smoother, and more automated. But there's a catch. It works best when you're prepared. Knowing which tools to use and when can make a huge difference in your overall experience. Travel in 2026 isn't harder, but it's definitely less forgiving. Rules are stricter, systems are smarter, and small mistakes can cause big problems. A little preparation, checking your documents, bags, and current policies can save you time, money, and stress. If you found this helpful, leave a comment, share it with someone traveling soon, and subscribe for more tips. See you in the next video.